I think right now we're doing this around the Bush thing. How do you feel about how soft the NFL's gone since you've been playing?
It is. I was trying to get there. You know what I mean?
I felt it. I was slow dragging it for a while. But how much are you disappointed in how soft it's gotten? Because you're one of those dudes.
I think some of you players kind of feeling it too. Why it's soft though.
It's definitely a softer league in a lot of ways, but it's a weird dynamic because when I go,
we didn't take off the pads.
I know.
We didn't take off the pads.
Listen, I get it. I love it.
And maybe it would have gave me, I would have had again, 2-3 more years, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, I only did 3 days in college, bro.
Listen.
Yeah.
That shit's wild.
Right. And it's like
fucking so much.
And as like a newer player, as a newer player, you would sit there and go, well, the money's better now. The quarterbacks are more protected and it doesn't hurt as much on your body. So like, it's kind of a win for us.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at you. You know what I mean?
Listen, yeah.
I'm not mad at you.
You have this stern presence about you. I don't really want to go away about it.
You know what I'm saying? Just
you're the Dungy thing with you and him. Like what we got going right now. Whatever you say, I'm gonna go, yeah, okay. At the end of it. You know what I'm saying?
How do you guys about voluntarily not going? How do you guys feel?
Yeah, we're like, fuck, maybe we should go.
I think too, like when you talk about getting the extra 2 and 3 years, like over time, past players have set, like every generation helps set up the next generation in a way, right? But at the same time, it also gets a little softer because guys are now taught to see it more like a business because you realize how the team uses all the players like a business. Like you're on your 1-year deal, like you're on your 1-year deals in the back end of your career, and you're Mike Alstott in Tampa Bay. You're a champ, you're a Pro Bowl, you're everything else. And it's like guys before all of us come in and start setting up, negotiating new things to where it puts a little bit more of the, I guess, quote unquote, power, for lack of a better term, like in the hands more of a player. Because if a coach is to talk like that to you, it wouldn't matter to you. It doesn't matter to Taylor. But for bottom half roster guys, probably like myself, if I'm younger, back in my younger days, and a coach is like, yeah, we'll see if you make the right choice. I'm like, fellas, listen, I don't want to turn my back on you guys because I know you want us to kind of hold out and not go in. But my job, I got to fucking go in.
No question.
And now it's kind of gotten to a place to where now the majority of players have are figuring out how to stand together a little bit more. And every year there's like a different challenge and something else.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I feel like that's how now the whole voluntarily
you
be
guys
here.
are playing the whole business game. You know what I mean?
A lot more than the way, you were talking about it earlier.
You're playing the business a little bit more than we're just focused on everything else, and you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like you said though, you're a rookie, you're a young player and stuff like that, you're around and you're whatever and upcoming and stuff like that. You want to be seen, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And how's the question, hey, you working out? Is it just when you come in, you look good, you look fit and stuff like that? They get you?
No, that's how it's been since I've been in the NFL. Since 2014, it's kind of been like after my rookie year, they'd be like, all right, see you in April. And you're like, oh, fuck, I can do whatever I want.
Right.
Go on a bender for a week and a half, wake up. It's like, what day is it? And then you kind of get after it.
I know that. I mean, we felt like that.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Broadway will do it to you. Broadway steals souls.
Right.
It really does. It's like a little mini Vegas, like more like a awesome. Bourbon Street.
Yeah, right.
It really is like that. A little cleaner though.
Like, how am I going to look on this podcast? So,
yeah, no, so far you're doing outstanding. but there's definitely a level of like, it's been this way since I've been in it. So for me to say like, oh, it's gotten soft, like, not a whole lot has changed since I've been in it.
See, there was one time it was pretty cool. Like, I was telling these guys earlier throughout the week or something like that. And so I think it was 98 when we were right before we go into the 99 NFC Championship game. So 1998, we were hurt, we were banged up middle of the year, right? And all of a sudden, man, we hit Dungy takes pads off. And I was like, holy shit, well, what do you mean take off pads? You all right? You got a fever and stuff like that? You know what I mean? And he didn't care. He never changed his demeanor. It doesn't matter who was it. It was the next guy up, and let's go. You know what I mean? We weren't going to change. But all of a sudden, we were really banged up, and he's like, hey, take off the pads. So we go on the 8-0 run, right? And
8-0 run?
Well, what I'm saying, we went on an 8-game winning streak, right?
Okay, yeah, 8-0 run. Gotcha,
it was like 7 or 8 games. It was like, and we were off the pads the whole year, and all of a sudden, I think it was like, week 16, we get our ass kicked in Oakland, like, 50-0 or something, like 34-0 or something like that, right? Pads on the next day, right?
Oh, shit.
It just didn't, it's just, that's how, I grew up in the league, you know what I mean? It's like you just, especially with Dungy. He was, right, we're not going to stray that plan at all. So
right.
It was pretty cool.
I hope you guys like this clip. If you want to continue to be for the boys, you need to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, and check out our playlist. We have all the links right here on the screen. As always, biggest of hugs and tiniest of kisses. Also, go check out the full episodes, but always for the boys.